think it's safer if I'm not holding it. Good morning, everyone. My name is Shel Sanchez. I'm the Director of Arts and Culture for the City of Albuquerque. And thank you for being out here for this celebration. Just see who's here. How many people were here early enough to see balloons go up in the sky today? All right, very good. It was a beautiful morning. We have so much to celebrate, starting with Fiesta, but also we're here in celebration of the Balloon Museum's 20th birthday. So how about a nice loud happy birthday? Happy birthday! 20 years. Balloon Museum opened 20 years ago this October. So we're so happy. We have some representation from the founding families. I believe there's a number of Abruzos in the audience. So could you just stand up if you are an Abruzzo or Abruzzo adjacent? Very nice, thank you so much. I don't know if we have any Andersons in the house. Any Andersons in the house? No? I think they're going to be here they were here for the theater. Yeah, there's a lot to celebrate this year at the Balloon Museum, so thank you so much. Okay, well, we're going to get moving on our next celebration. So we felt like the 20th year of Balloon Museum is the right time to start the next big thing for the Balloon Museum. And that's why you are all here today. That's what we are here to celebrate. And so we're just gonna move on into our program. So I'm very excited to bring up someone who loves Fiesta, someone who's been spending his life coming to Fiesta, and I'm pretty sure slept on grounds last night. I don't know. Yep, was here last night, so he was definitely here on the field when the balloons went up. So our mayor, Mayor Keller.
All right, Shell outed me. I haven't shaved this morning. So, listen, it is wonderful to be here. And of course, it always is, especially during Balloon Fiesta. But it's always wonderful to be at this museum. And I want to share with you, I think, a couple of reasons why. You know, number one, for those of us who have been here a long time, as Shell mentioned, I was born and raised here, but you know, I grew up chasing balloons on bicycles. That was the big thing, because at the old balloon park, before there was a museum, they would kind of drift into town a little bit more. That's also when I got addicted to balloon pins. So adults, if I'm like asking you about your pins, it all started because if you helped them take down the balloon, then they would usually give you a pin. And so it was a wonderful tradition. But I will say this, the challenge has always been, how do we celebrate Balloon Fiesta year round? And the vision that many of you who are here had now 20 years ago was part of that is a museum. And part of a museum is, of course, telling the history of ballooning, of course, which so many of the families here, especially the Abruzos, are the primary part of. But it's also about exciting the next generation. Just the way the balloons drift now, very few kids are chasing balloons on bicycles anymore. But they can go to the Balloon Museum, and they can do it year round. And they can experience all of these amazing things that get them excited for Fiesta, get them excited about ballooning, and help them appreciate and love the city that they live in. And of course, for visitors, it's the same story. And so now I get to see the power of this museum through a next generation, through my kids. And I will tell you, it has gotten a little out of hand. Like, this museum is almost, not quite, almost as popular as being out in the field. Because kids love like the games that simulate. If you haven't been in here, you can play balloon, and it's like a video game. And you can also drive, you can play Chase Crew, and you can even turn yourself into a special shape with now, thanks to like virtual reality. So now obviously these are for kids of a certain age, but I will tell you that level is so important of engagement, because it's a bridge between when they're just fascinated, when they're super young and they just stare at the balloons forever, to when, you know, they grow up a little bit and they start needing a little bit more interaction and engagement. And so for parents who are out here, it gives them a chance, of course, to enjoy that history side of the museum while their kids enjoy all these amazing games. And we don't call them games, but right, for kids, that's what they are. But there's always been a missing element. And I think as every parent or just someone who takes care of little kids knows, you've got to have somewhere for them to play that is outside. They just get antsy. They don't want to be inside all the time. And of course, it's even better if you can watch the balloons and enjoy a nice breakfast burrito, and you don't have to worry about your kids because they're on the playground. So this is part of the combination of things that the Balloon Fiesta Museum offers. And really, a huge missing piece was actually a playscape. And if you know anything about my administration in the city of Albuquerque, we love playgrounds. If you've seen Wells Park or you've seen Phil Chacon or Los Altos, I mean, we built the longest slide in New Mexico that's so dangerous you can't even ride it if you're over 12. Kids, if you're not over 12, you have to ride that slide before you turn 12. It is a 2-story slide down the side of like an escarpment. It's awesome. So anyway, the point is this. Shell and the Balloon Museum also do things right. They take their time and they get it right. And this playscape is the right fit for the Balloon Museum. It is obviously balloon themed, you're gonna hear all about it, but it is also massive. It will occupy those kids for hours after Mass Ascension is done, so we all can enjoy the museum. And so it is a wonderful asset to really make this a multi-generational experience. And from a experience and business standpoint, we want people to stay here as long as possible. The longer they stay, the more they learn, the more they love, and the more money they spend at the gift shop. So this hits all the right notes, and that's why I'm so glad that we're able to make this happen. And of course, lots of folks made this possible, and I think that's a segue into introducing our next speaker, who's also going to share some remarks on the challenge that we have for this, but also how far we've come. And so I will introduce Nan with the following way. You know, this Balloon Museum's been through ups and downs. People who've been here for a long time know this. And I remember when we came in, there was this big debate about what we should do with the museum and what the structure should be. And Shell, she just said, we really just needed an awesome director. And that's gonna fix a whole lot of problems. And she found one. Nan Maslin, come on up.
Oh, what a lovely introduction. Thank you so much. And I'd like to welcome all of you to the Anderson Abruzzo Albuquerque International Balloon Museum. It is such a pleasure to be here on a perfect morning during Balloon Fiesta. And to see folks of all generations here with us today. We were meeting with some balloonists and some balloon manufacturers yesterday to share about this project. And one of the tips they gave us, and when they want people to become engaged, is to say that this activity, whatever it is, and we're gonna call this the outdoor balloon adventure, this is for children under the age of 100. And I love that because I feel like ballooning brings that out in all of us. It makes us feel like children again, no matter how old or young we are. And that is the magic of ballooning, and that's what we harness here, and that's what we're doing with Outdoor Balloon Adventure. Yes, it's for the children who are here this morning doing balloons in the sky. They're our regulars. We're so happy you all are here to celebrate with us. But it's also for the children in all of us, because we don't get enough time in our lives to play. And it's such a critical, important thing all the time, but especially now, that we have these opportunities to just have fun and explore and learn about this magic of ballooning. Whether you have been to Balloon Fiesta for the 53 years that it's been here. Raise your hand if you have been to all 53 Balloon Fiestas. Do we have anyone? There was someone I was talking to earlier. Okay, well, I know you all are out there somewhere, but you know, whether you've been here for all of them or this is your first one, there's more to learn for everyone. And so, as you know, here we are on our 20th anniversary, and part of the original concept for the Balloon Museum was to have a space outdoors for people to explore. Oh, that was in a very particular spot. It was just a placeholder. We didn't know what it was going to be until now, and it feels like the perfect time to be embarking on this on phase one. We have the full funding for this project for phase one. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about what that is, and the wonderful landscape architects from Planned who worked diligently with us, with a stakeholder group, with pilots, balloonists, board members, trustees, And this part of this, we're kind of going to work from this side to that side so that we can have this side open while they keep working on the second half. So on this side, we're going to have a balloon tower, competition game, part of the elevated walkway, and so much more. There's going to be educational elements, and one thing that I love that I heard from our balloonist friends yesterday, you have to talk about the friendships. You have to talk about the relationships that are made through ballooning, because the one thing we know is that you cannot balloon alone. You see maybe one person in the sky, but for every one person in the sky, there is a team of people on the ground supporting them, and that's who you all are to us. We are all friends, we are all a family, we are all a team, and we couldn't do this without you. We have an incredible team that I'd like to recognize now with the State of New Mexico capital outlay for the legislatures and tremendous support from the state. Also, New Mexico True Department of Tourism. They have been an incredible support as well. The City of Albuquerque, the Jim and Marlene Charitable Trust, the Abruzzo Family and Ski Santa Fe, and the Healy Family Foundation Taos. So let's give them a big round of applause. Because of all that, that's why we're here today breaking ground. And what I really want to see happen is to see this project not stop. We need to keep it going so that we know that we lose momentum and we lose money if we have to stop and start again. So what we're doing right now is we're starting on our fundraising journey for phase 2. And if you remember last year, the Winker family, they gave us a big check for phase 1. And they are now offering a challenge grant for phase 2. They are going to match individual donations up to $100,000. And so that's, yay! They were here earlier. They had to leave because it was their granddaughter's 2nd birthday in New York. So they wanted to be here, but they have a busy schedule. So they asked me to tell this to you, share this with you. We have a donation wall that is going to be part of the design, a big mural that's, oh, no, it's that way, but it will be on this big wall here. So any donations, and there's a certain level that gets you on the wall, that your dollar amount is doubled during Balloon Fiesta. So you can have more recognition if you donate, but it's only during the rest of Balloon Fiesta. But then we also have a temporary donation wall that we want. There's no donation too small, and there's no donation too big, of course. But so we invite you all. We have folks ready to help you to take your donation, and we want your names on this wall because you are our family, you are our team, and we couldn't do it without you. So we look forward to bringing you along on the journey. You all are our family, you are our crew, you are the people that uplift us in the sky, and thank you all so much for being here.
All right. Before I bring up our next speaker, I just wanted to take a minute to acknowledge that we have some really important supporters here with us today. We have right here in the front row, Councilor Brooke Bassan, who is from this district. She's been a big supporter of an advocate for the Balloon Museum. We have Tanya Armenta from Visit Albuquerque, another great sponsor and partner for arts and culture on so many things. And I believe Councilor Luis Sanchez is somewhere. He is back there. Thank you, Councilor Sanchez, for joining us this morning. And then we have a number of Balloon Museum Foundation board members and trustees. Would you just stand if you're here, so I don't have to rely on my bad vision? Yes. Lots of board members and trustees here today. Thank you for joining us this morning, and thank you for your support getting us to this point with the outdoor adventure. We're very excited. Okay, and also we've got Susan Connor, who's our new Foundation Executive Director. Leads fundraising and advocacy for the Balloon Museum Foundation, and this is her first fiesta in this position, and she looks great, doesn't she? So she is like built for this. She's like bright and shiny halfway through the week, so we're excited. I think it's the right fit. Okay, And next, I want to bring up Nancy Abruzzo, who's going to say a few words. There's a lot to say about Nancy. She's representing the family, the Abruzzo family in this, but Nancy was one of the first advocates and champions of having an outdoor play exhibit. So she's been wanting this to happen for a long time, way before there was a vision or any money. And she's always advocating for kids and families and their role in the museum. So Nancy Abruzzo, come and share some words with us.
Good morning. Beautiful. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you all for being here. It really is a dream come true to see the next phase of 20 years. And as we kick it off with this outdoor adventurescape, it really lends to hands-on, interactive children play of museums. And we all remember this museum when it was just sitting out here all by itself. You know, we didn't have the tourist traffic, and look at us here today. And so with that, it brings a lot of joy to see these young kids who can come here 365 days a year to enjoy the museum inside and out. And then as a bonus with this matching funds, it's going to make phase 2 happen even quicker. So what a blessing to have the kind of support we're getting here at the museum and continue to have. So thank you all for being here, and we look forward to getting on this playscape sooner than later.
I don't know, me and this microphone. I'm gonna hold it for this last part. Okay. That was all the talking. Like, I know that usually we have like 30 speakers, but today it's really about the fun. So while Nan's gonna, there's a plan. So I'm gonna spend a couple minutes wasting some time while the plan comes together behind me. So I'm gonna bring up a few people.
We need little friends who have the white Balloon Museum stickers on.
Okay, if you're little
a friend,
and you have a Balloon Museum sticker on, you know who you are. Oh my gosh, you're kidding me. Come on up here. All right. Okay, this is crew number 1 that's helping. We also need some adult helpers. So I'll go ahead. Mayor, come on up. Councilor Bassan, this is your district. Come on up. Jennifer Turner, Municipal Development. We can't build anything without her. Come on up, Jennifer. And then I believe our incredibly talented professional Balloon Museum staff, they have a job. I think they know what it is. They're back there. Don't worry, they know what they're doing. They're trained professionals. Gina, our chair of trustees. Gina, would you come up and join us? And Nancy, of course, come back up here. Gina, oh, there you are. Super duper. Gina, you get a grown-up shovel. You're going to be with the grown-up shovels. Unless you want to be with the baby shovels. This is a multi-layered approach to groundbreaking, so just hold on, people. Just stick with us. We're almost there. Okay, we have small children with small shovels. We have no adults with big shovels. Oh, Tanya's working on it. We have adults with big shovels. We have Balloon Museum staff in the back with the surprise. All right. Okay. I think this is the first time I've had a groundbreaking with streamers. I think this is real special.
Oh my gosh, this kid shovel experience just proves why we need a playground. Just saying. How about we just leave that up and that can be the playground until we finish with the real one. So we do have some kind of a special accent to this groundbreaking. I say that because this countdown actually matters. So we're gonna have to do a countdown and it has to be exactly 10. So, so I'm doing that to cue the people who are getting ready to start the actual countdown. So we are going to start the actual countdown from 10 backwards. Now, do it with us. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,